Since she severed her connections with TLC, Little People Big World star Tori Roloff has lately revealed some shocking information about the network. Consequently, what information did Tori provide in the most recent time period? And what did she have to say about it? The fact that Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff made the decision to leave Little People Big World following the conclusion of season 25 was the single most important factor that eventually led to the cancellation of the program. Fans first believed that Zach made the decision to leave in order to take a petty shot at Matt Roloff for the botched Roloff Farms purchase. This was a common misconception. A significant number of individuals were of the opinion that Zach Roloff, Tori Roloff, and their family will go on to become the future of the franchise. Having said that, that was no longer an option because Zach and Tori had made the decision to leave. Matt Roloff was the only individual who expressed interest in continuing to film the show, according to a prior revelation disclosed by an insider. The cancellation of the show by the network is therefore not surprising and makes perfect sense. Since leaving Little People Big World, Zach and Tori Roloff have turned their attention to their podcast Raising Heights, as one of the ways in which they have kept themselves occupied and occupied other things. Tori Roloff revealed some shocking information regarding TLC in a podcast episode that was released not too long ago. Tori Roloff continued by saying, "I don't think TLC wanted the talent to be mingling," which is a quotation from her. "My guess is that they did not want the celebrities to communicate with one another. In all honesty, I can understand why." The conversation proceeded with Tori Roloff noting that TLC was most likely terrified. There were those of us who were not unionized. There were no unions in reality television. Jeremy and I had a brief conversation about that topic, and we discussed how it would have been preferable to have that contact with somebody else who was doing the same thing that you were doing. When asked about her time spent with Jinger and Jeremy Vuolo, Tori stated that she and her companions had a wonderful time. Numerous cast members from a variety of reality series have, throughout the course of the years, criticized TLC for some of the questionable activities that they engage in. Tori appears to be implying that the network intentionally isolates the stars of different shows so that they do not have to go around exchanging notes. This is the way that she is putting it. Without a doubt, one of the things that Zach and Tori have been able to do as a result of withdrawing their links with TLC is to be more forthright with their perspectives and viewpoints. Overall, it appears like they are having a good time with their family because they are not having to adjust their schedules to accommodate a TLC shooting production. At the end of the day, they did what was best for them, and it appears that they do not have any regrets about their actions. On the TLC show Little People, Big World, there is a lot of controversy among viewers on whether or not Molly Roloff was a spoiled child. On the other hand, they are in agreement that she ended up being the most successful child that Matt and Amy Roloff ever had. To find out why, continue reading. Molly is not present in the lives of TLC fans very often these days. With the exception of her brothers Zach, Jeremy, and Jacob Roloff, she does not use social media and places a high emphasis on maintaining her privacy. Notably, she is employed in a genuine position that does not require her father to provide her with favors. It's not simply a game of pretending to be a farmer. It's seriously a profession. There are times when viewers of Little People Big Word catch a glimpse of Molly Roloff and her husband Joel Silvius interacting with either Amy or Matt Roloff. The last time she appeared on the Little People Big World program was in 2019, and since then they have tried to keep their lives as secret as possible. They currently reside in Washington. During her time on the show, she was regarded as bratty by some viewers, while others liked her. This past weekend, a fan of Little People Big World named Maleficent Farm brought up the topic of Matt's only kid being a bit spoiled on Reddit. The original poster said in its caption, "In the earlier seasons, what was going on with Molly? She was, to tell you the truth, really impolite and didn't appear to be a nice person to be around. However, Matt and Amy seemed to believe that she could never do anything wrong. Am I missing something? Molly Roloff deserves some credit for the fact that not all TLC fans believed that she was impolite or spoiled. Someone made a remark such as, "When was she being rude?" I'm currently in the third season of the show, and the most important thing I've learned is that Molly was such a kind child. Some TLC viewers were under the impression that Molly Roloff was only acting up for the camera, which is not an uncommon occurrence on reality television. Here are some other ideas to consider. She always seemed to come across as a brat, in my opinion. On the other hand, this sub seems to protect her quite a bit. The fact that she has a real job in a sector that is somewhat hard and that she has taken herself out of the spotlight, as well as the fact that she does not rely on a profession in social media to support her life, are all things that I believe are in her favor. I believe that a significant portion of the discomfort stemmed from the fact that their whole existence was displayed without their consent. But in addition to that, I believe that all of the children disregarded their parents, since that was the example that was set for them. From your perspective, what are your memories of Molly Roloff? If she wasn't as spoiled as her brothers Zach, Jeremy, and Jacob, did you believe she was spoiled more than they were? Are you of the opinion that she ended up being the most successful of all of Amy and Matt Roloff's children?